Hello and welcome back. This is a fourth grade math video where we're going to be focusing on how to do subtraction with multi-digit whole numbers. Okay, here is our first example. We're going to take the number 6,155 and subtract 37. So when you are doing subtraction, you always want to make sure you put the first number on top. Now that is different from adding. Adding, you can add the numbers in any order and you'll get the same answer. But with subtraction, it does matter. You have to put the bigger number on the top. So I'm going to start by putting 6,155. And you may have noticed I spread the digits apart. I did that so that if I end up having to do any regrouping, it's very clear to me visually which numbers belong in which place value. So that's why I kind of spread them out. So we have 6,155, and then I'm going to put 37 right below it. So whenever you're adding and subtracting, it's important to keep things lined up by the place value. So since 37 has 3 tens and 7 ones, I need to put a 3 in the tens place and a 7 in the ones place to keep it lined up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do it like that and get ready to subtract. Now I can't take 7 away from 5. So what I have to do is go over to the tens place. I have to take one of those tens away, leaving them with just 4 tens, and give that 10 to the ones place. So if I give them 10 tens, I can mark that by just putting a 1 in front of the 5. So now they have 15 ones over there. 15 minus 7 is 8. So that leaves me with 8 ones. Now I'm going to go to the tens place again, and this time I'm going to take 3 away from 4, which leaves me with 1. Then I go to the hundreds place, and 1 minus nothing is 1. So that'll give us a 1 there. And in the thousands place, 6 minus nothing is 6. So our final answer here should be 6,118. Okay, here's our next one. We're going to take 50,736 and subtract 50,543. So I'm going to start by putting the first number on the top. So I'm going to put 50,736, again, with the digits kind of spread apart for regrouping. Then I'm going to put 50,543 right under it. But to make sure everything's lined up by place value, I might start over with the ones place. So I might put the 3 ones here, the 4 tens here, the 500s, the 0 thousands, and the 5 10,000s. So just so I can make sure everything's lined up. Okay, so now I'll go back to the ones place. 6 minus 3 is 3, so no regrouping needed there. Then when I go to the tens place, I can't take 4 tens away from 3 tens. So I have to go to the hundreds place and take one of those hundreds away, leaving just 6 hundreds over there, and giving that the extra 100 to the tens place. So 100 is the same as 10 tens. So I'm giving them essentially 10 tens, which means putting it in front of that. That gives me 13 tens. So 13 minus 4 is 9. Then in the hundreds place, 6 minus 5 is 1. In the thousands place, 0 minus 0 is 0. And in the 10,000s place, 5 minus 5 is also 0. So my final answer here would be 193. You can include these zeros in your answer if you'd like, but the way we normally write it would be to cut those off and not have them as part of the answer. So final answer, 193. Okay, here is our next one. We're going to take 7,846 and subtract 7,424. So I'm going to go ahead and write the first number, the 7,846, and spread out those digits. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the second number right below it, but maybe I start with the ones place just so I can make sure everything's lined up. So this number has 4 ones, 2 tens, 4 hundreds, and 7 thousands. Okay, so back to the ones place. 6 minus 4 is 2. In the tens place, 4 minus 2 is also 2. In the hundreds place, 8 minus 4 is 4. And in the thousands place, 7 minus 7 is 0. So if we have a 0 in our first, or our place value that's all the way to the left, we can just get rid of that. Final answer would be 422. Okay, here is our next one. 64,873 minus 41,471. Okay, so first number goes on top, 64,873 with the digits all spread out. And then with the second number, I'm going to start with the ones place and write it right under there with each place value lining up. So the second number has 1 1, 7 tens, 4 hundreds, 1,000, and 4 10,000s. Okay, let's go back to the 10 or the ones place to start subtracting. 3 minus 1 is 2. 7 minus 7 is 0. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. And finally, 6 minus 4 is 2. So no regrouping in this problem, but the final answer would be 23,402. Okay, here's our last problem for this video. We're going to take 30,330 and subtract 5,631. Okay, so let's start with the bigger number. It's 30,000, so I'll put 3, 0, and then 330, 3, 3, 0. And then the second number, I'm going to start by starting with the ones place when I write it just below it. So it has 1 1, 3 tens, 6 hundreds, and 5,000. So this is why I started with the ones place, so that I didn't make the mistake of putting the 5 right under the 3 in the 10,000s place and trying to write the number that way. Okay, so when I go back to the ones place, I can't take 1 away from 0. So I have to go over to the tens place and take one of those tens away and give it to the ones place. So now the ones place will have 10 tens, or sorry, 10 ones, not 10 tens, 10 ones. 10 minus 1 is 9. Now I can't take 3 away from 2. So now I have to go to the hundreds place and take one of those hundreds away and give the 100 to the tens place, which is the same as 10 tens. So now I'm going to give them an extra 10 tens. So that would become 12 instead of 2. 12 minus 3 is also 9. Now I go to the hundreds place and I see a 6 there. I can't take 6 away from 2, so I have to go to the thousands place, but there's nothing there for me to take away. So now I got to jump to the 10,000s place. So I got to take one of those away, leaving just 2 behind, and give those 10 or that 1 10,000 into 10,000s and put it right here. But I still need something for my hundreds place. So now I'm going to have to take one of those away and give that 1,000 to the hundreds place and rewrite it as 10 hundreds instead of 1,000. So that would give them 12 hundreds. So 12 minus 6 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 2 minus nothing is 2. So our final answer here would be 24,699. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you in another video soon.